YouTube. This is video about girl not acting her age. Here we go.
Okay. Have you contacted your parents?
That's Alyssa Zinger, a former grocery store bakery worker sitting in a holding area with her teenage boyfriend. The problem? She was 21 and the boy was 13.
Now, you telling me this fine piece of specimen is doing this?
Alyssa Zinger, a former grocery store bakery worker sitting in a holding area with her teenage boyfriend. The problem? She was 21 and the boy was 13.
They have to do their job.
Are you rolling?
It's their job to do.
We'll explain everything that's going on in a minute. Okay, you'll understand.
I know what they want. They want pictures of her room to see the walls and see, say, oh,
What the absolute fuck?
this is the room she did again, and that's it.
Do you have anything on you?
Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. I've told you about Alyssa Zinger a couple of times. She faces serious charges in Tampa, Florida. She's accused of posing as a homeschooled...
Never mind. I recall everything that I said.
14-year-old girl. So
It seems that, I didn't do this the whole time. So yeah, here we go.
she could have sex with 5 boys who were either 13 or 14 years old. The investigation started more than a year ago in October of 2023. Tampa police said they got a tip that Zinger was having an inappropriate relationship with a boy. A police report said Zinger sent 2 videos of 2 teens, a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old, having sex to other people on Snapchat. The 13-year-old boy told police that he met Zinger on Snapchat. His name is redacted from the document. He said he was on Snapchat when he was 13 years old. He stated the defendant engaged him in a conversation on the social media platform, which was how they primarily communicated through their relationship. He stated they met at the end of May 2023 and dated through the middle of September 2023. The boy stated he believed she was approximately 14 years old and homeschooled. However, he stated she physically seemed older than her age. The boy mentioned an incident back in July where he and the defendant were detained in a store at International Plaza for theft. During that incident, they couldn't locate her information, but did for a 21-year-old female. He disclosed that he and the defendant had been physically intimate, alluding to a...
So you're telling me this man is 13? And he can even get fucking... He's 13 and he can get a girl? 13-year-olds can get a girl before me. It's... Alright!
Sexual relationship. So the boy mentioned that incident in July where he and Alyssa Zinger had been detained at a Nordstrom store for shoplifting. The boy described how he took things from the store. Then the officer spoke to Alyssa Zinger.
So this girlfriend not your daughter? Okay. Have you contacted your parents?
Yeah, but I can't get a hold of her.
Okay. Well, I gotta try to contact them. Because how old are you? 14. Yeah, so unless they tell me that I can release him, which I'm sure they will, but
Boy, I bet her heart beating so damn fast.
just
You read my text.
for legality purposes, I mean, if you want to reach out to him just so I could speak with him, just obviously, you know, it's going to come with liability to me if anything was to happen.
My parents know I'm with him, so.
I understand that. But for my job and my purposes, I need to confirm that because you're a juvenile. So once your parents tell me that they're okay with you going with them, perfectly fine. Okay? Straight to voicemail.
I want to tell you about Upside. It's a free app that gets you cash back on things like gas.
A half-sister?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have the same middle name, I'm assuming?
I don't have anyone else my parents know I'm with him.
So I'm going to document that you're going home with them.
Okay. That's fine.
I tried to get in contact with your parents. You made efforts. So, like I said, it's just for liability reasons. So you're Alyssa. What's your middle name?
I'm just Alyssa Zinger.
Just Alyssa Singer. Okay. All right.
But like my mom was already gonna come pick me up at his house later anyway. My stuff's there, so.
So a 21-year-old named Alyssa Zinger came up in the system when the officer looked up the name, and Alyssa Zinger told the officer, "That's my half-sister, same name." And the officer believed her. Eventually, the officer allowed Zinger to go.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
The teenage boy and his dad.
Alright, so Alyssa, you're gonna go home with. Do you have any questions? No? We're not gonna do this again? Sure? Dad told me you make money. And you could have spent $100. Alright? Alright, man, this is one shot. You get one shot to do this program. After this, there's no more. So, let's just make smart choices, okay? Alright, sir. Take care.
So back to the investigation about Alyssa Zinger. In October 2023, as I mentioned, Tampa police received the tip about Zinger allegedly circulating the video of the boy having sex with a teenage girl. On November 24th of last year, Tampa police went to Alyssa Zinger's parents' home to seize her cell phone.
Yes, the detective said nobody can go in the house.
Okay.
So
That's weird because I talked to my lawyer and he says you guys aren't under arrest. You guys aren't
there's a search warrant for that. She told me she got a search warrant and nobody's allowed in the house.
for the phone or for my home.
Nobody's allowed in the house.
in the house, so that
Correct. Right. So that's why I came over because I know it's your house, but we can't let you go in the house.
We've been like he knows completely 100% cooperative in
No, I understand.
every way, shape, or form. But we want to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing too.
No, absolutely.
And first off,
And we have body cameras, so
right, and first off,
your lawyer can request anything.
my wife works for the federal government. 38 girls at his house, videotaping them making porn at 14 and shit. And my daughter's 21 or 22. She was a virgin until she was 21. We got this kid being a frickin', this unbelievable.
I don't know the details or anything.
I know.
But,
What's the gist of it?
She is 22 with a 13-year-old.
It sucks. It's horrible.
absolutely. I'm sure it's a terrible situation.
The detective went into the home to seize the phone. The video is blurred once inside, and the phone appeared to be out of battery.
I think it looks like it has airplane mode on, I think. Go up, I think. The portrait.
I was trying to get that screen and I couldn't. So when I went to there should be I don't know how to get to her settings.
And if she would have been able to bail it out a little quicker, we're hoping she would have been more with us.
But you're pretty sure this is hers? Or you know this is hers?
That's her.
Because you both have your phones?
Yes.
Okay, so this is hers?
Yes, and I'll tell you what. We are whatever you need from the beginning.
I'm close.
You have our word. We're not.
Right.
You know from the beginning, from Mike to now.
Right.
More victims. The state attorney filed additional charges against her earlier this year, bringing the total number of alleged victims in the case to 5. In January of this year, Tampa police returned to the Zinger home with another search warrant, this time to take photos of Alyssa Zinger's bedroom. Zinger was there with her parents and said very little.
They have to do their job.
Are you rolling?
It's their job to do.
So she couldn't just hit me up and be like, hey. But she had to go for 13-year-olds.
Everything that's going on in a minute. Okay, you want
They want pictures of her room to see the walls and see you say, oh, this is the room she did again, and that's it.
do you have anything on you? Phones, tablets, anything?
I have my.
No weapons or anything like that?
Absolutely.
No weapons, no.
Perfect, I appreciate
We're
it.
not going to do something.
Once again, this is, something procedural. If there were, any additional charges or anything like that, we would have communicated that with your attorney, and your attorney would get in contact with you guys, to make those kind of arrangements. We want everything to be as civil as possible whenever it comes to executing residential search warrants. That's something that they're not privy to with that information, and that's something that we have to execute in, a capacity of maintaining the integrity of the investigation, okay? So we're not trying to scare you or anything like that, and this morning, like I said, we were talking a moment ago, that is all procedural, trust me. it's a headache for us to put all that together too. Whenever we know that it's either those pictures, it has reason to believe and does believe certain residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger, which would be you, located in Hillsborough County, Florida, described as follows to wit: the residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger at 1714 West 4 Drive, okay, which is, you know, well, the color, I guess, could be debatable as far as what you exactly would want to describe it as, but you know, olive green with brown trim, or brown with brown trim. The residence is located on the south side of West 4 Drive and is facing north. The defendant's parents identified, and the address in the residence is the premise where the defendant occupies, lives, and has access to. And there is now being kept in on said residence certain evidence to wit, okay, and the scope of the search in this is for a device. Okay.
Zinger's father did most of the talking, and once inside the home, the video is blurred again. Zinger's father had a question for the officers about how they were documenting their work.
The last time you guys...
Hold on. Before you pay...
The thing that's come out of this, we got our family back, you know? We finally got our daughter back, where she plays with us and watches TV. She hangs up with us now, but she won't have a phone ever again. When they came in to look for that phone, there was an iPad and a phone on the table. I looked at it, and she goes, "Is that the phone?" I said, "I do believe so." I say, "This is her phone here." Ha ha ha. No. I handed her the phone and said, "I do believe it." And I even said, if you watch the body cam, I said, "What model is this? I'm not sure. I got like a freaking 8, you know?" So she took the phone, and that's that. Now, I wasn't trying to be manipulative. And anyway, in fact, tell you this: if someone's trying to hide something, the phone was dead.
Mrs. Zinger becomes concerned that photos might be posted online.
They're gonna like post these pictures now.
They don't post your pictures. This is for their investigation.
Okay, well,
There's nothing to be anybody's
that's my
business.
stuff. Yeah, I can't.
Well, I mean,
They've surrounded the whole car. Like, I literally can't.
I don't think they meant it like that.
Well, there's 5 cars. So how do I back out?
Her bedroom, they do that? They do that?
Broken, and that's heavy.
I think their main focus is her.
Gonna call out.
Yeah, they're here about my room, not that.
That's what they're worried about. Hey, they're doing their job. So, they're going to do their job. Bless you.
Zinger seems annoyed that police didn't call before showing up, and that so many officers showed up to execute the warrant.
They're acting like I'm a murderer.
They got to protect. Hey, they don't know who is here. You know, so, and a lot of people don't like police, you know, but that's not us. You know, like I said, we back you guys 100%. That's for sure. We have friends. And
Yeah, you're friends with a lot of police.
I have a lot of friends that are police, and we firefighters, and we need you.
About 10 minutes later, the Zingers discussed again how they wish they had had a heads up about the warrant being executed. Mom died in jail until her trial. The 13-year-old boy told police last year, through their relationship, they engaged each other sexually approximately 30 times. Sexual activity was the most apparent thing for her. It was known by everyone that that was what she wanted. The first time they had sex, he wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but after it was a pretty normal occurrence. The 13-year-old boy also described how Zinger behaved at times. She gets aggressive when she is upset and has tried to get physical with him in the past. She will throw things, try to fight him, etc. She doesn't really think before she does something. She also has a crazy ego when she is mad. She talks like she is invincible and no one can stop her. The defendant thinks she has all of the power in the world and threatened to have him jumped by high schoolers. When he threatened to break up with her, there will be instant texting, crying, screaming that she hates him, etc. After, she will be apologizing to him. She is all over the place and never in control. The relationship was stressful. It was ruining his grades, making his life hard, etc. He couldn't escape it. She was always trying to talk to someone and has dated 4 kids at his school to try and make him mad. She always tries to be in everyone's business, especially his. The teenage boy also told police about Zinger possibly having mental health issues. Regarding the mental health stuff mentioned with her family, he stated that when the defendant leaked the video of him, he learned that immediately after, they took her to a mental hospital to have an exam. He feels she definitely has something going on. The defendant and her parents told him this. She told him that it was his fault that she was there. He and the defendant got physical when he saw her take the video of his phone. Zinger has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Her trial date has not yet been set, but she'll be back in court next month. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.
If your project management...
Damn. What the fuck? 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 Bye, YouTube.